This is my voice. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Birthed out of awkwardness, out of late nights needlessly worrying about NCEA assignments as if an excellence will actually change something. Birthed out of Nan's baking, out of picking my nose while mom's not looking, out of learning K-pop dance videos while nobody's home. My voice has been born and reborn many times over. Change is a word I know in many different languages but do not know how to say aloud in any one. My voice still breaks when I get excited, raising in register till it reaches a whisper at the ends of my lines. I used to lower my voice to sound closer to the ground because I believed all men had to have their voices chained to rocks.
This is my voice. It was unafraid and invincible when I was 5. When people asked me who I wanted to become, I said astronaut. I said Britney Spears' best friend, architect, waiter, and doctor, either one or all at the same time. Dreaming grew on trees and the earth was full of them. Girl with butterfly clips in my hair, too scared to put my hands up in class or to hug people, but played make-believe with anyone who wanted to. What were impossibilities to a girl who believed she could take on the world with her pigtail hair and light-up shoes?
My voice has this bad habit of saying goodbye way too much. It's often found screaming for return, or in a hushed whisper around all the things it wished it said, but never did. The first time I watched an aeroplane bleed across the runway, I was 10. On it was my dad, going to start his new life on the other side of the globe. I stood there, a mess of tears and questions I didn't know how to ask. Like why? Like what do I do now?
If you met me in year 8, you would see that my voice was made out of glass, how it cracked in the mornings as I secretly sang High School Musical on the balcony deck outside the library before school, as if this really was the start of something new. And you will know me as the boy who lied for no reason to Mr. Tuma, other than I got nervous when he came by and asked what I was reading and I said poetry, even though I was clearly holding an I Spy book. Yeah, I had no friends at lunchtime, so teachers would talk to me to somehow make me feel less alone, and yeah, I would crack like shattered concrete more often than not at meaningless questions.
Nobody warned me about being 13. When I carried my body like an apology, like there was too much of me I had to be sorry for. Told you to excuse the stomach. I didn't mean to be this noticeable in my skin. Let me walk around like a question mark. To liquid diet this existence. Vomit rice and bread into toilet bowls. Ask my mother why Filipinos eat so much. Ignore her when she says this is how we had the energy to get the job done. How we celebrate life, this feast of generous proportions. Because we never had much, but always had enough chicken tinola to continue the legacy of ancestors. 13-year-old girls stretch and twist themselves into exhaustion. We come out of girlhood trying to fit in the stilettos of being a woman, forget what it means to be ourselves when trying to grow up into somebody else's image.
13-year-old boys break their voices into men's bodies. They twist their limbs to fit into thicker-skinned masculinity. Their minds having no control about how fast the physical world changes, how difficult it can be to squeeze your tongue into your new throat, what it's like to see your eyes fixed into an ever-changing face.
There's still a lot in my reflection that I can't wrap my tongue around, that I don't know how to talk about, that I don't like. Ancestral sin is fixed into my skin, and with it I've hidden all the things I'm not proud of, all the things I've never said sorry for, all the times my tongue has found itself a mess of sharpness. And I don't really know how to best deal with that. How do you keep your head up high when your voice is convinced that the ground is all that is listening? How do you shout when the wind is so keen to carry your voice away with it?
Heck if I know, but the how or when or where doesn't matter now that I'm here. If my voice ascends, I let it. Rise to the skies and fly where others cannot. My mouth is a temple, my voice a song. I don't mind letting it out anymore.
I expected life to be easier than it has been. That it would see all the wreckage I've had to bear and be a lot more smooth sailing. Some days, I didn't have the energy to pull myself together and get up, to even look at this world, and I can't say that at 19 it gets any easier. There are so many dreams I wish to have been living out right now. But I have learned to celebrate everything that allows me to wake up to another day. The people in my life who make me proud to live in this skin. And who's to say standing in front of a mirror, finally believing I am worth loving in every angle, even if only to myself, isn't already a dream come true.
Over time, my voice has been curved into a treble clef. It has rebuilt itself using everything I love. The Nirvana unplugged in New York vinyl, the sound of popcorn popping, my niece's laugh. My voice is fragile, but it has also taught itself to be strong, to hold every quaver and every scar carefully and with pride.
Bruises from trying to hold up expectations, most of them my own, all the climbing to stay above the load. Honestly, it's still a balance. And I'm no model of well-being and health. Most days, I am on the knife edge of exhaustion and nervousness.
I exhale with a breath containing everything I've carried here. All the scars I've collected, all the people I've brought with me. I shout out to whoever is listening that I am here. Can you hear us now? Can you finally taste it?
We are the young.
We are everything you fear. We are everyone you have left behind, and we have picked up all of our tongues and rebuilt our throats, and we are marching towards you.
We fashioned the voice you gave us into spears.
Taught our inherited tongues to howl.
It was not easy to do. Against our taste buds was the harsh taste of rotting corpses. The same as under our fingernails. All of it passed down from you.
You, who has watched a crippled starve, proud of where you stand.
And now, behind our teeth, in the depths of our throats, there is a storm brewing. A scream containing all the things you wish you'd never have to hear again. How can you still not hear us?
It is tearing through our throats.
We cannot contain it any longer.
We, the youth, are storming toward you, with all of our teeth showing. With our torn up throats and hard tongues, we are storming toward you.
We are preparing to feast, to carve heart shapes into your flesh.
To clear room for love.
For love will always win.
But it tastes bloody, and it is messy.
But it is necessary, and it is coming to claim its space. And it floods from our pores with the weight of our hearts, and yours will emerge soaked and tired and beaten and heavy and finally full. We, the full,
have swallowed bullets, have tasted blood, have hauled the future to our cereal bowls, and as we remain,
and as we begin to feast, prepare yourselves. We have been preparing for this. We have the waters on our side, the sun, the earth, the heartbroken and the forgotten. Can you hear us now? Can you finally taste it?
We are the young. We are everything you fear. We are everyone you have left behind. And we have picked up all of our tongues and rebuilt our throats. And we are marching toward you.
If you have not heard us yet, you will. You will.